Good morning. My name is Captain Adam Seeley with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department's Internal Oversight and Constitutional Policing Bureau. I'm here today to brief you on the preliminary details of an officer.
A closed door, a sudden hail of bullets, and an officer down. Here's the disturbing story behind Las Vegas's 10th officer-involved shooting. Around 12:30 a.m. on August 10, 2026, Las Vegas Metro Police Dispatch received a terrifying emergency call from a woman in the 4500 block of Pigeon Point Court. She reported that a man armed with a blowtorch was chasing her around the residence, attempting to set her on fire.
Involved shooting that occurred today, August 10th, 2026, at approximately 12:30 a.m. near the 4500 block of Pigeon Point Court. The preliminary details are as follows. LVMPD Communications received a phone call from a female who stated she was being chased around a residence by a male who had a blowtorch and was attempting to start her on fire. The call was then updated when the female told the dispatcher that she had been shot. LVMPD officers arrived and
Moments later, the call was updated with horrifying news. The victim reported she had just been shot. Officers rushed to the scene and immediately forced entry into the home due to the life-threatening emergency. But as they stepped inside, a suspect hiding behind a closed interior door opened fire on them without warning. One officer managed to return fire, but a female officer was struck during the exchange.
immediately made entry into the home based on the circumstances of the call. Officers encountered the suspect behind a closed interior door, and the suspect began to open fire upon officers.
The officers were forced to retreat from the home, declare a barricade situation, and rush their wounded teammate to UMC Hospital, where she is currently in stable condition. LVMPD SWAT and crisis negotiators swarmed the scene. When SWAT officers finally breached the residence, they discovered both the suspect and a female juvenile dead inside.
One of our officers did return fire towards the suspect, and one of our officers was hit by gunfire. Officers then backed out of the residence. The incident was declared a barricade. Our officer was transported to UMC, where she is currently listed in stable condition. LVMPD SWAT and crisis negotiators were requested and responded to the scene. LVMPD SWAT made entry inside the home and located the suspect suffering from an apparent gunshot wound, and also located a female juvenile suffering from a gunshot wound. Medical personnel was requested and both were pronounced deceased on scene. LVMPD homicide was requested and is investigating this incident. As per LVMPD policy, the identity of the officer will be released after 48 hours, and the sheriff or one of his designees will provide additional information at a 72-hour briefing. This is this 10th officer-involved shooting of 2026 in LVMPD's jurisdiction. Thank you.
Both suffering from gunshot wounds. Medical personnel pronounced them both deceased at the scene. The LVMPD Homicide Department is actively investigating this tragic incident. Per department policy, the officer's identity will be released after 48 hours, with a comprehensive briefing scheduled within 72 hours.